saw someone's video who said that their boyfriend told them if they pay off all their credit card debt, then they'll get a ring. I sat and watched this video all the way until the end, hoping that the punchline would be at the end, but unfortunately it never came and it wasn't a joke. No one should be dangling a ring in front of you as if that's your prize to get to the finish line of something. Getting proposed to shouldn't be like a reward for you doing something. Mind you, she didn't have $50K of credit card debt. She said she had $16,000 of credit card debt and now she's down to $3,000 and she's just like hoping and wondering when the ring is coming. I mean, I always say that we only see a small cut of someone's relationship or of a video on this app, but I really hope that that is not a red flag. I said, I don't know how I'd feel about that. And she said, well, it makes sense for him to want to just go into a marriage with both sides having a proposal doesn't mean marriage. Based off how she's making it sound, it seems like they've been together for a while. If someone really wanted to propose, they would. If you're with me and you love me enough to want to be married to me, I would hope that you would just propose. If you're really worried that much about my now $30,000 of credit card debt, that's nothing that is even your responsibility because we're not married just because we're engaged. I'm not saying everyone would be comfortable with this, but when me and my husband got married, he brought $75K of student loans into the marriage. And now he's the reason I'm able to work 4 hours a day part-time. It's never a competition, but you guys are a team. If you can see yourself being married to someone, let's just start by not getting afraid of a little bit of credit card debt.
Nah, we not doing that no more. And I've been telling people from the very beginning, that marriage is a business. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Marriage is a business first. Do not let anybody finesse you because, first of all, the difference between men and women is huge. The gap is wide. She's talking about how she came into her marriage with him having $75,000 in student loan debt, and now she only works 4 hours a day. So that basically means that she was eventually looking to retire and find herself in a comfortable space the minute that he got to the point to where he eliminated the debt. And more importantly, men and women are different because men expect to. Let me tell you something. As a man, for 99.9% of us, we are going to be working for the rest of our lives. Even guys that get to a certain threshold, and you don't reach your apex of earning potential for most men until you're in your late 50s, early 60s. As a man, you will more than likely work for the rest of your life. And when you get to that point where you can retire or you don't have enough money, you know what? Our innate desire is to conquer the world. Our innate desire is to be even more successful than ever before. So what we'll do is we'll keep going. Because now we got to make sure that the daughter is straight. Now we got to make sure that our son got an inheritance. Now we got to make sure our mother is good. Now we got to make sure our wife's mother is straight. Now we got to make sure that we upgrade. Now we got to get to the next level. And there's always going to be something else for you to deep dive into for you to get to the next level, right? And so as men, we understand that there is a next level always, and so we always working, we always grinding. So the one thing that I can't deal with, the one thing that I think is stupid, is when women then compare men when it comes to financial success or whatever that is in order to justify their argument. That's number one. Number two, marriage is a business first. And it doesn't mean that love can't exist. It doesn't mean that love shouldn't be a thing. But what it means is you have to look at all of the factors because what she does or what she brings into it will ultimately affect you. You will then become responsible for those student loans. And also on top of that, what it does is it gives you the mentality of the person that care more about how you're going to be dealing with them or whether or not you're going to be in love than it does about them being responsible for being in this relationship and what they're ultimately going to be doing that affects you, right? Because the one thing that women don't understand, and I know it's a ton of women, I've seen it, I've witnessed it, a lot of women are looking to be saved. There are so many women that have ulterior motives. They are chameleons. They are looking to be saved from themselves. They can't wait to be a stay-at-home mom. Half of these women only having children so that they can try to trick a man into being a stay-at-home mother. They can't wait to be stay-at-home wives. They want to live the soft life. They keep talking all of this nonsense. They grinding every day. Listen, the ultimate level of disrespect is when a person comes into a relationship and they think you're supposed to be taking care of them. And this is why I tell guys all the time, stop dating broke chicks. Stop dating chicks that's not on your level. Stop dating chicks that don't have a mentality and is not going to be the woman that you need to be with when you get to the spaces that you need to be in, because you are going to be a much better version of yourself today or tomorrow than you are today. Especially if you've grown to a space to where you're financially secure, you got your life together, everything is going well, and they wasn't shooting in the gym with you, they gonna look at you as a mark. Real talk. They're looking at you as a mark. They're not looking at you as, this awesome person. They're looking at you as an opportunity. And women are the biggest opportunists in the world. Absolutely, positively. No doubt about it. They are always looking to monkey branch, always looking to get the best available option, always paying attention to how you're going to financially affect their life. Most people ain't even on that love type tough. Men are more in love than women, and that's why it takes them so long to actually leave the relationship and, file for divorce. Even when guys get the children, the primary custody of the children, the rare occasion that a guy get the primary custody of children, you know what happens? They don't put the woman on child support because they still got something in their heart that allows for them to feel for them, that puts them at a financial disadvantage. Whereas women will rip your heart out and they don't care even a little bit, not even a little bit. Don't care, ain't tripping, and is 100% out of the loop. 100% out of the loop. And so I applaud this guy. I 100% applaud this guy. She's talking about she only got $3,000 left to pay off. Here's my question. Would she even would have been in a position to pay off that $16,000? Would she would have been feverishly paying off that $16,000 if he hadn't gave her that ultimatum? Because now men have the power. And that's why women want to decenter men, because they keep getting mad at the fact that men have the power to then basically they determine the course of the relationship. Men are taking a power back. They no longer subjecting themselves to the mindset of these crazy women. And they saying, you know what? We ain't got to deal with this nonsense. We don't have to deal with this debt. We don't have to deal now. There's always going to be guys that get taken advantage of. There's always going to be a simp. There's always going to be a guy that ignores the red flags of your divorce, or ignores the red flags of your student loans, or ignores the red flags of a bunch of stuff that you have, and they're going to be looking to save you from yourself initially when they get into that relationship or when they get into that situationship. Completely ignored. Get rid of it, get out of it, don't even be a part of it, and remove yourself from it, because simps catch the biggest L's of anybody. Simps catch the biggest L's of anybody on the face of the earth. But yeah, applaud this guy. Make sure you give him some credit. Applaud this guy for whoever he is, for making sure that she coming in with no student debt and we not dealing with no broke chicks going forward. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Henley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.